everyone, and welcome back here to Gatekeeper Media as we continue to bring you coverage of the 2022 303 Open out in Colorado, brought to you by Discmania. And of course, a special thank you to all of our Patreon supporters who help make this coverage possible. Once again, I am Dustin Mouret, bringing you the commentary, and once again, joining me is one of our players on the round, Nick Hanson. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good, man. Had a great time there on the front nine. We had, of course, some hot scores coming in with Kyle Klein, 7 down through 9 to stay in the lead, but yourself certainly still very much in the hunt at 5 under. The rest of the card shaping up pretty nicely as well. If you take a look at the overall leaderboard, any names kind of strike your fancy here?
Yeah, so Joe Revere is one of the best players to ever come out of Colorado, I would say. A very well-known name. I would be surprised if we don't see him on the coverage by the end of the weekend. We are here at hole 10. It's a 330-foot par 3. OB right and left. You're going to see the line on the right, and then there's going to be a ditch like the previous 2 holes on the left-hand side here. So,
yeah, again, Kyle Klein on a little bit of a heater here these last few holes to end off the front nine, looking to keep up the pace. As that's going to go pretty deep, actually.
Pretty deep, and he almost had that roll go all the way to the ditch, but it sat down nicely. He's going to have a putt for birdie.
And we got Nathan Queen here, taking honors of going second to kick off our back nine, swinging out that big backhand. Get some pretty decent ground action at first, but that last bit of roll was nasty enough to go OB, actually. Wow.
Yeah, and we saw the 2 rolls there that it does run down to that ditch from the basket, so if you get up and roll, it's likely that you might find yourself in there. My hyzer is going to be a little too tall, and you're going to see me go in there as well.
Yeah, rub-a-dub-dub in the grassy tub, which is out of bounds. Unfortunate. So again, we had our amateur champion from the area who found himself in the tournament via that route, showing us his power with that big hyzer, and that will stick.
And we're going to get a form check, and this is, one of the reasons he's here. So we've talked about his power, but on this one, you're going to see some of his accuracy. He's got great form on this pull-through here. It's going to be a little high to start, but once he gets into the chest, it's going to be a straight pull-through like you want, and as you see, it's inside the circle for birdie for him.
Yeah, one of the few that stayed in balance and gave himself a chance at birdie here, but you have a chance to save par with this. And, well, you've gone and done it.
Up and in. No doubt.
Love to see that. There. Look at him. Not quite rafter legs, but,
Nope,
we'll
but I'm running that one down. It feels good. Even though it's a par, it feels pretty good to get that one.
Yeah, we'll work on that knee-to-ground ratio maybe next time, as the big stepper here from Nathan Queen's going to be just outside of where he needs to be. This is Kyle for birdie, though a lengthy bid. Okay, I thought that was falling out for sure, but it does stay in there.
A little stall on the backside of the basket and falling in. Not the conventional way, but we'll take it, right?
You will take it all day. Scorecard don't care. But we do get to see it, so it kind of eliminates that whole expression a little bit. Other guys get away with it, but not you, sir. You're on the feature card. But nonetheless, he's 8 down through 10, so I'm sure that's what matters the most to him.
Yeah, birdies matter, not how it got there.
Facts. There's a little bit of a bogey there for Nathan Queen. Kind of cool him off a little bit as we get on to hole 11.
Hole 11 is going to be a par 4. So if you actually know the course, this is going to be 2 holes combined. Okay. The landing zone is going to be right around in here. Probably about a 400-foot shot will get you there for most players, and then you're going to dump in here. However, I didn't know it till today, but some of these bigger players are going to go for the basket at times, and it is reachable by them. So
okay,
I was blown away.
I mean, nowadays these people can certainly start pushing that 600-foot marker, as that thing pushes all kinds of different directions, but does find its way in bounds at least.
Yeah, so you can see that fence line on the right there is going to be OB, obviously, and really you just want to be left of it somewhere.
Again, that Joe Hanson walk away from Carmichael.
Yeah.
That thing gets in a good spot, looks like. Would you say it's like a pretty decent landing zone to be at over there, or is it a little cut off?
Honestly, not bad. If you can get past the trees, it's fine, but there's so much open space that you should be able to find some kind of look, whether, you know, it's backhand or forehand, I would say.
Ooh. Kind of got packed like you were in the NBA over there, but still in a good spot.
We're not going to see it today, anybody going for it. Everybody kind of played for the smarter birdie option, but I think later this weekend we'll see some eagles.
Fair enough. Not McMahon's, though. Just Eagles.
Yes. Okay. You are correct. Even though this is his home state.
It is, and we certainly wish him well. I know that he's been kind of out with injury since earlier this year. So hoping to see him, you know, recover and get back on track at some point.
Because I know we love him, and I know the fans do too.
Indeed.
So I'm going to be close to that barbed wire fence there, but it looks like I'm going to kind of cut it off a little bit there, a little bit of a little early release, you could say. But I'll still be in circle 2 looking at a jump putt for birdie.
Carmichael, of course, put himself in good position. Kind of had to lay out for his approach, but got up there for his birdie. Is Kyle Klein. No problem there, getting near the bullseye.
Yep. And, you know, that tree right next to him, I think if he wouldn't have hit that, he probably would have got an extra maybe 40 or 50 feet. Either way, it's not going to be an eagle today, and he's going to be out there for birdie as well.
So here's that circle 2 putt that you're referring to that you have out in front of you. Well, hey.
We'll take that. We'll take those. So we push that OB deep. There's a road that, you know, it's hard to see from the tee at most angles, but there is a road that's behind the basket, as you can see here. Mm-hmm. So really, you know, another placement shot for your green shot.
Carmichael looked like he was a little bit worried that one wasn't going to go in, but he does find the birdie.
Yeah, you know, maybe some nervousness out of him being on his first filmed round, being with some of the top players that he's watched, you know, as he's learned the sport. So we just don't know, but it's good to see him getting birdies out there.
Yeah, everyone finding the birdie here on hole number 11. So a great hole for the whole card as we move on to hole number 12, another big par 4.
Hole number 12 is going to have a Mando on the first tree on the right that you need to go left. This ditch that you see down the hole is going to be safe or casual, depending if there's water in it. But once you get up to the basket, there is going to be some OB on that right side. Your initial tee shot for most players is going to be a full pull, and you're looking probably about 420 to 450 range off the tee if you can get it to set yourself up for a good 3.
Of course, this man, no stranger to be able to throw those sorts of numbers. Couple of trees out there that he's trying to navigate around. It looks like he is going to find the landing.
Yep. So that's a common play right there, is to push out towards the road to have another hyzer in. But those trees you can see down the fairway are, you know, what you want to be close to have a good look.
Nice. Carmichael just needs this one to get down and not get too skippy. Yeah, that'll be just fine. As that is a stretch golf cart, sir. I have not seen a golf cart with that many seats in my life, perhaps. That is fancy.
Yeah, the people out here on the property, they've got some nice toys that we get to use when we're out there.
So are y'all all riding along in that thing?
During the round, no, but I have been in it a few times.
I'd say the one thing that you're glad not to be in is that road. It's pretty close.
Way too close for comfort.
That is a clincher, as we like to call it. I'll let you guess what body part. As we see this shot from Nathan Queen, got himself there on the other side of the ditch.
Yep, and you can kind of see some of those flags there. That's that OB line that's going to run along the right side of this hole.
Big forehand here from Carmichael. Gets on up there a little bit.
So he'll look from there. He's probably outside, you know, or just inside circle 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did seem like a little wide. Didn't really get the skip over he wanted. So Nathan's going to come up a little bit short as well there.
Yeah, I would say that is a good spot to end up from where it was down.
Big spike hyzer here from Kyle Klein will do just fine.
And so with as far left as I am, I'm going to actually take the side on that.
Seems like a lot of open airspace over there. It's getting down for you. Oh, that's a little nasty roll, but at least it doesn't get too out of hand.
We're still looking at a birdie opportunity, I would say.
Lengthy one here for Nathan Queen to try to get his 3. Trying to give it a slight chance here on the outside. Okay!
Oh, let's go.
Dude, that I even hesitate to call that a putt. That was certainly more of a throw-in at that range. Well outside circle, too. And puts it in the bucket.
It was so money. If that didn't go in, it was just going to hit the basket and be right there. So what a great half bid, you could call it, that ended up going in.
Yeah, I mean, that was beautiful. Imagine being Carmichael now after seeing that, trying to see if he can make his own heroics happen. And I have to say, A for effort. That was a good bid.
Yeah, I think you see that sometimes and you're like, oh, I guess I need to also try and get birdie now. Not happy, but at least I hit the top, right? Gave it a chance.
Absolutely. Hitting high is definitely better than hitting low. At least he gave it a chance. As well as the birdie there from Kyle Klein, as he is crushing it right now, 10 through 12.
He's on a roll.
Yeah. Of course, he is the 303 champion from the previous year, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
I think he beat Eagle head-to-head for that event. I think that was like one of his big wins over him.
Yep, and it actually came down to hole 18, so...
Yeah, that's right.
Great win for him.
All right, let's pick it back up here. Hole number 13, another lengthy par 4.
Yeah, this is going to be a 2-shot par 4 here. You have the ability to go across the road, but there's going to be a right side that is OB, and then you're throwing basically to an island green here. So if players, they can really throw a short hyzer or a long hyzer to get all the way across the road. Both are good opportunities to get your birdie though.
As Kyle Klein will keep the honors of opening things up here.
And I believe this is going to be a fairway driver, and like I said, this is going to be the shorter hyzer you can throw before that road to then have a similar hyzer into the green.
I think he was not looking to bite off too much there, just get good position. So I think Queen will do something similar.
Yeah, and this is actually a little bit different of a hole than what we had last year, but similar play style. It's just the OB is much different than last year. Where we couldn't go across the road last year, this year we can. So
okay. Yeah, it looked like Carmichael was trying to get a hold of that one, but just didn't quite get it all the way in the air. As we now see yourself taking the box.
And I'll be going with a fairway driver as well there, just to lay up basically to the drop zone more or less. There is a drop zone here to the left of me. That is optional.
A big hyzer here from Carmichael. It's something very overstable, it looks like. So that will get into that island you were referring to. Standstill here from Queen. Right on the button.
Great shot out of him.
So a little forehand up shot here from Kyle Klein. And that has no problem finding the bullseye either. Looks like you have a similar shot ahead of you.
Yeah, just a nice easy standstill sidearm.
Like I had some legs to it there for a second.
Yeah, watching this back, it's a lot closer than I thought it was.
Just a little wide there for Carmichael.
Yeah, he seems frustrated, but he's doing well for his position, I would say, and how long he's been playing the game.
Yeah, and I would say he hasn't had too many gimme putts. Like a lot of the putts have been, circle 2 or maybe a little longer. So he's had to work hard for some of his birdies, but he's able to collect a few and, still in the mix. It looks like it's just going to be mostly tap-in birdies here for the rest of the card as y'all clean things up here on hole number 13. Par for Lucas as we head over to hole 14, which brings us par 5.
Par 5, 701 feet. You're going to find OB right and left. The open field is teeing from OB, so you got to make it inbounds off your drive. The landing zone is going to be about a 420-foot shot, and then you're going to have some options from there. It's low ceiling, or you're going to go high over top is what you're going to see from the players. Definitely a hole that can be eagled.
Yeah, that's all I was just about to ask, actually. With this distance, you feel like if you can get 2 accurate shots, you might have a look at one.
Yeah, for some of the caliber players that are here, 701 is a very short par 5.
Yeah, it does feel a little soft. But certainly a narrow fairway with a lot of trees along the way that you get caught up on, so...
Yeah,
Big
the
turnover
second
here from
shot is the
Nathan.
most important, I would say. And the first shot, you really just need to be in bounds.
That's a fair point. How much distance do you feel like most players are trying to shave off the tee here?
I would say if anywhere from like 375 to 400, and you're going to be fine.
Big hyzer here from you. Looks like it sticks in that kind of range you were referring to. Right there in the middle.
Middle fairway is good to be.
As it often is. Sometimes not.
Sometimes not. You are correct.
Yeah, there are times where you'd like to be a little left or a little right. But in this situation, center's good. And, man, looks like Carmichael was playing a little fast here, but our camera does catch the shot, playing a big hyzer. Out wide, and, well, trickles up there.
He's going to catch those guardian trees high, and he'll have a look, though, for eagle from there. Should be a tap-in birdie at worst.
Nathan trying to go over the top. Does find the window he was looking for. Doesn't have the legs to get there, though. What a bounce and roll. Kind of neutral impact, I feel like.
Yeah. He's at least clear and has an open putt. So I go actually for the lower shot on this one and try to skip off the road. So that way, you know, I don't really have to deal with any of those trees on the right-hand side there. Like we saw Nathan's hitting and then rolling. I just don't want to play with that at all.
Kyle Klein's looking to the sky to avoid trees. Well,
he's going to drop down just outside a circle, actually.
Okay. Tickle some chains there.
We're going to hyzer in there.
Yeah, a couple of chains got a little tickled, but not quite. Oh, just a little low for eagle there from Carmichael. But still a couple more eagle opportunities ahead of us here. One of them being Kyle Klein, as you said, who fell just outside the circle. Oh, yeah. Count it.
Yeah, so as you said earlier, pretty soft par 5 for the group that's here, but it is what it is. Par doesn't always matter, I would say.
As you'll find the eagle also well done. A couple of big numbers here in the positive direction. And Kyle Klein's actually 13 down through 14. So, I mean, he's making some moves.
He's on a heater, you could say.
Yeah, that is definitely a very accurate way to describe the situation, I would think, as we take a look at our feature card here for a second. We've been doing some check-ins to kind of keep you posted, and Aaron Gosses is certainly a man who rips disc. Like, he can make plastic fear his hand. I don't know where I was going with that, but he throws far. I think that got through.
He throws it so far and so hard.
Yes. Both ways, forehand and backhand. Just so much power.
I mean, to have a standstill approach for eagle, or like to get yourself an eagle look, it's pretty soft. But dead center putt out of him there to grab his eagle as well.
Absolutely.
Hi guys, Ricky Wysocki here. We are starting the Saki Bomb Foundation. The main goal for me is to really give back to the sport, start kids from a young age, and expose them to the great sport of disc golf that we all love. We got a website going, sakibombfoundation.org. There's lots of different things you can do on the website. I've heard the older generation of disc golfers saying, I wish I would have started disc golf when I was younger, and now I'm able to start these kids off at a young age through my foundation. It really means a lot to me, and it means a lot for the sport. To donate and go to the website, sakibombfoundation.org.
And we're going to start wrapping this thing up here. We're on hole 15, back to par 3s.
Yeah, so 360 feet. You're going to have OB on the left-hand side and behind the basket. Really just a, textbook hyzer for all of us.
Yeah. That basket kind of just sits in that tree line, like one is not like the others. Just like thinking of that whole meme where it's like day 5, they still haven't noticed. Not a tree. It's like right there in line with them. All right, I'll let it go.
All right, so I'm going to be throwing the hyzer here as well. Really just trying to throw basically like a lawn dart, have it spike inside the circle, and Hopefully not move very much, but I'm going to actually come up short here.
That's another one that's going to date us, lawn darts. I can't believe that
one dates
kids
us
were...
too?
Yeah, it does, unfortunately. I don't think lawn darts are very common anymore. In
Yeah,
fact,
I
I'm
suppose.
surprised they ever were. If you were a parent back then, you thought it was a good idea to let your kid throw 10-inch long, sharp metal spikes through the air. That's a tough one.
Yeah, the more I think about it now that you brought it up, I'm like, yeah, it's not a good idea. And it doesn't
Not
really
the
fly
safest
these
thing.
days.
Not the safest toy, no. So, we've got a couple of players kind of come up just a little bit out of the landing zone you'd want to be on this hole.
Yeah, I would say the four of us are not happy with our drives on this hole for being basically a wide open hyzer.
Yeah. So we're going to see Carmichael here at the lengthy bit ahead of him and try to still get the birdie. A little wide left, though. Can Kyle Klein save the day and stay on the scorcher of a round that he's been having? Is the question. The answer is a resounding yeah.
Of course he can.
Absolutely. He's just one off the pace of a perfect round. What would you say the course record probably is for this? Do you know?
I would say it's probably. I think Kyle sets it with this round. But like I was saying, some of these holes are new, so this is pretty much
okay.
a new like layout for the course for this event.
Fair enough. Definitely seems like a very scoreable course, and Kyle's definitely taking full advantage of it here. So we are going to see that one just a little nose down, a little short.
We like to call that an air ball, and that was terrible. But I'm going to tap in, and, you know, it's one of those holes where, just like earlier on hole 7, it's almost like a must-get for this course.
What would you say is like kind of this goal of score? Like when you were doing practice rounds in this layout, what did you think to yourself, this is what's going to do it?
Double digits is needed, I would say, for this layout.
Yeah, that's fair. Doesn't even fold the stool up. Just carries it over full as we are going to get the hole 16 back to, you know, a little bit more lengthy one.
Yeah, a little more technical shot here off the tee. Your first shot's going to be somewhere in the 400 range, as much as you want to bite off, but as long as you get out past that first grouping of trees, you're going to have a wide open shot to the basket to get your birdie. Turnover or a hyzer you can do to get out there, and it's really just getting past this first grouping of trees that you can see that line there.
Yeah. You'll choose your own adventure, but just not one that finds you in a tree. As Kyle does well there.
He's so far up there.
Certainly going to make the approach a lot easier with that distance, no doubt about it.
So I want to throw, and it's just going to be low off the tee and into that tree, and I'm going to have a shot.
I'm going to say it,
but
that disc never had a chance of not hitting that tree.
you're not wrong.
That thing looked dead on it the whole time, unfortunately. But you still could get up and down from there, do a little something, something.
You never know. Ooh. So he's going to hyzer out to the left, but it's not that bad because a lot of these trees aren't full by any means, so there's going to be airspace for him to have a look.
Absolutely. That one almost got away from it, but isn't going to get caught up there.
Basically just throwing another full rip here to try and get it as far down the hole as possible to hopefully have a chance.
And, I mean, you certainly lit that one up. I mean, giving yourself a chance to still save birdie. Lengthy bid, but there is one to be had there. Another force over here from Nathan Queen. Getting a full flight out of that. And he'll be just a little short. Well, actually, kind of outside circle, too.
He might be.
Wow, even Carmichael comes up a little bit short there. I thought that was going to...
Yeah, it was a
happen.
little wide for where he was on the left-hand side. I honestly thought he would go sidearm from there.
Kyle seemingly doesn't like that, but... I mean, I don't know how much closer he wanted to be.
I mean, I think that was the bullseye, if I'm aware.
Yeah, it does seem... He seemed so disappointed in that. Maybe he thought it was not as far as it was, but yeah, that's fine. As again, Carmichael has had not many circle one putt opportunities here lately. He's making it tough on himself to score. Big stepper here from Nathan Klein and almost sunk it.
Oh, so close.
Of course, he had a big one earlier, so I was looking to add to the collection, but again, just a little short on that one. Okay. All right.
Hey, we got a couple jumpers in us once in a while.
Okay. I like how it's us. We're a team. You know, we are a broadcast team, so I guess I do live vicariously through you on the course as well.
Yeah, we're here together.
I can promise you I would not be 10 under on this course, though. So this is very much a best shot double situation where we've taken none of mine.
Hey, you know, if you're there to clean up a couple putts, you know, that helps too along the way.
Now just a couple of holes left to go. We find ourselves at another par 4 here on hole 17.
586-foot par 4. This is actually one of my favorite holes on the course, probably my favorite on the back nine. The first shot's going to be a pretty routine hyzer, but then you're going to have a low ceiling approach to get your birdie, and so it's really going to be an accurate shot there on your second to get into the green and have a good look. As you can see, Kyle's kind of looking at the road there because that's also in play. To throw it over and then get it back in bounds, so you got to watch for cars.
I can see why. So we'll be taking a look as well, you know, the courtesy. I imagine a car or two has been blasted. Oh, man, speaking of which.
Yeah, because I actually threw a skip shot on this hole, and yeah, I looked back, and then just got into my shot and didn't even see that truck, and then saw it as I released.
Man, I was about to say, speak of the devil, because I guarantee you something's gotten lit up on that road at some point in time.
I haven't personally seen, but I've heard of discs going off cars on the interstate. So it's in play, I guess.
Yeah. Funny story, one time I threw a disc in a road, didn't hit a car, but I counted it got ran over 18 times before I got a chance to get it. So...
Ooh, that's not good.
A couple of OBs there, yeah. A couple of OBs on the left-hand side there from Carmichael and Nathan Klein, so yeah, have to work to try to save a par on this one.
So I'm throwing sidearm there over the OB to get into the green, but I do feel it's the best play to get there.
Well, they're pretty solid. Should be able to get your birdie from there.
It's hard to tell from the coverage, but you can see the flags there that are marking that OB that kind of wraps around the green on the backside there.
Oh, okay. A little bit of added thought to your approach shot, certainly.
Kyle actually almost threw it too far, I would say. And he's pinched, as you can see, and he gets that tree going to the green.
He looks super excited about it. Trying to commit as much as he can to getting his putter up there, but we'll have to settle for the par.
Yeah, I would say
save par.
Yeah, we're here for that, and he's in the basket. Good cleanup.
Yeah, at least not taking any additional damage on the scorecard after that bogey on 15. Keeping himself in that top 3 position at 6 under. Let me see. Carmichael looking to save his as well. And he'll be able to do that. So again, very much keeping the card clean at 5 under here. So on that top 4. Here you are, try to maintain second position. That'll do.
And being here in Colorado, I had a few people watching, so it was fun to have some almost hometown love, you could say.
Absolutely. So we get to our finishing hole here on 18.
Yep.
Pretty straightforward par 3.
Yep. Pretty straightforward. You're going to have a little OB on the right side, and then you got that fence behind. So really just a big hyzer for the group, and hope it's up there for a putt.
As you have taken the box here to finish things off.
Lower than I would want, but we're going to be out there, and we're going to have a chance.
Of course, Kyle Klein probably looking to take a similar line, maybe a little higher.
Yeah, his
like
looks
that should do.
way more like the ideal route. He's going to be a little short as well, but right at that circle's edge, probably.
Carmichael puts a move on that thing.
Yeah, he really gets into his throw there. It's going to be a little left, but it's kind of been where he's been today, is right at that like edge of circles 2 range for all of his birdies.
Exactly. I was about to just say that, yeah. It's been making it tough to score, that's for sure. As we're going to take a look at Nathan Queen's drive, and he gets all of that one. Dances up there near the circle.
Good shot. Oh, and we've got a form check here. From the backside, as you see, he really gets those hips into it, gets the arm all the way through. Great follow through by Nathan, and as you can see, the results inside the circle.
It's like a little short crow hop there, even, kind of, on his form.
Yeah, I feel like you either do an X step or you kind of have that hop in your run-up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kyle Klein will have to settle for par on the final hole, but still a 15 under is nothing to shake a stick at. Very good start to his tournament. Oh, that's rough.
Oh,
I feel for you on that one.
I wanted that one, but par's not bad.
The basket didn't want it, though.
It did not at all, actually.
It tried.
Ooh. There we are, a little stepper from Nathan to end the round with a birdie and get himself to 7 under.
Yeah, a couple of bumps in the road along the way, but still a solid round there from Nathan Queen. Keeps him in the mix, that's for sure. As Kyle Klein will, again, kind of tap in a par there, but still a big round at 15 under. Certainly, imagine we'll see him on the lead card for round 2 with that score.
Yeah. Yeah, 15 under is, I would say, good about any course you play.
Yeah, if you get knocked off the lead card with that score, then someone shredded. Or 4 people shredded.
The course is really soft. I don't even know if I could fathom 15 down and not being on lead card.
Yeah, as we are going to see you tap in your par and also find double digits. As we're going to do a little bit of a check-in here on the chase card in just a bit. But first, take a look at these round 1 results. As Kyle Klein lit up the back 9.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And actually, let's take a look at the leaderboard overall. And as you can see, Kyle Klein will stay on our lead card with Aaron Gossish, Joel Freeman, and Micah coming in. Yourself will be on the chase card with AJ Carey and Isaac Robinson. And that'll do it here for our opening round here at the 303 Open. Again, I'm Dustin Mouret, and it's been a pleasure here working with you, Nick.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, special thank you to our Patreon supporters who help make all of this possible. And be sure to follow up and subscribe so you can catch the rest of the 303 Open coming up soon.